Programming question. We have been given a C code. There is a function called SimpleFunction, and it is taking as parameters an integer array, an integer n, and another integer x. It is performing some actions, and we have to determine what would be returned by this function when it is called with these parameters. Z is an array, and 10 and 2 are these corresponding values for n and x. 10 and 2 we have. And what is our array Z? It is an array of 10 elements such as Z of I is 1, which means it is having the same value 1 for all of its 10 index. So let us write that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this is our array Z. Initially all of its elements are just 1. So this is our array Z which we are passing to this simple function. N and x are defined as integer values with 10 and 2. So let us see what does this function do now. First of all, it is initializing a variable total as y of 0. What is y? Y is the corresponding value for this array which we had passed into that function. So this y of 0 will actually correspond to this element 1. So initially we get total equal to 1. Loop index is another variable which it has defined. Then it runs a for loop where this loop index runs from 1 to less than equal to n minus 1. Now n was 10, so this runs up to 9, which means from 1 till 9 the loop will run. It is incremented by 1 in each step, and what is it doing? It is making total equal to x times of total plus y of loop index. Now what is this x? X is constant, it is always 2. So let us trace out all the 9 iterations it will go through, and let us see what is the value of total that will be returned by this function. So while our loop index is at 1, then what will total become? 2 times of total. It is currently 1, so 2 times of 1 plus of loop index of y of loop index. Now this is our array y and y of 1, which means 1. So in the first iteration the value of this variable total becomes 3. Now in the next iteration x times of total, which means 2 times of 3 plus y of loop index. Loop index is always y of loop index will always give the value 1 because all the elements of this array are 1 itself, and we're not modifying this array at any place. So this will always be 1. That gives us the value 7. In the next iteration it will be 2 times of 7 plus 1, which means 15. Then in the next time 2 times of 50 plus 1, that is 31. Then 2 times of 31 plus 1, that is 63. So as you can see, it is taking up all the values which are powers of 2 minus 1. When, let us note down here, when the loop index was 1, initially it took the value 1, then while the loop index became 1, it took the value 3, then 7, then it took 15, 31, 63, and so on. So we can say that when loop index is L, or let us say K, then the value of total is 2 to the power. As you can see, it is 31 at 4. So in the next time it will change from 63 to the next power of 2 minus 1. So after 64 actually what do we get? 128. So this will be 127. After that 255, then 512 minus 1, so 511. Then in the next time 1024 minus 1, 1023. So this is actually total is 2 to the power k minus 1 and minus 1. We can check that if value of k is 4, it is 2 to the power k plus 1 minus 1, because when value of k is 4, then it takes 2 to the power 5 minus 1. Similarly, when value of k is 9, then it will be 2 to the power 10 minus 1, which is 1024 minus 1, 1023. So this is the value that will be returned by the simple function when called with these parameters. So answer for this question would be 1023.